sports. It's in the game.
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
Ready up.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set, go.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Seven Pirates. Trap 60. Hut.
On 3rd down, Purdy. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
79 Bronco.
Purdy gonna go on 4th. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Kate, I I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Caught by the open man. And he gets it to the one, but goes out just before the goal line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Barkley is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
On the set.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Warrior 70. Ready, ready.
From the gun is Purdy. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He's got it inside the 25. Offense up to the line fast.
Like it, 18. 70 range. 70 range.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Buffalo 18.
Working inside the red zone. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Working quickly here.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Check out.
First down throw by Purdy. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. McCaffrey. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers start to fight back with their first points in this game. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Jake Moody on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers tie this game 7-7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Hey, 73, 73.
1st down throwing for Hurts. Chased out to his right. He's got Devontae Smith. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Still has room inside the 15. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Forced out to his right. The throw is caught. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. This one's caught. And he eats a huge hit as he tries for the marker. Almost nothing after the catch that time, Brock. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Hey! Go Silver, ready?
Hurts throwing again. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Go!
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. On the move, headed right. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
Back to 60, back to 60.
From the 21. That throw finds Kittle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Running back sent in motion. Purdy throwing here on 1st. Buys time, rolling right. That's McCaffrey working the sideline. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Here's 2nd and 7. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles get it back with a nice return to boot down inside the 30.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block, and then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Pass is caught at the 9. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the red zone now. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Devontae Smith, the intended target. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are stopped on that return. So that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Who knows when the deciding moment will come. We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. A play fake now hurts to throw. He puts everything behind this one. They connect on the deep shot. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Drive starts with an option, right side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
18, Pioneer. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Check go.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's good. 4-8.
79 Broncos.
49-yard line.
Purdy on first down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. From the gun is Purdy. That's brought in by Jennings. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here. First down throw by Purdy. Brought in by Ayuk near the sideline. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. They drop it with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot. 2nd and 6 coming up here. To throw again, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Here we go. Warriors 70. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
He's back to throw. He's on the move. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Looking to throw. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The fourth down stands.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Check. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Ready?
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Cut near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers in range for a game-winning score. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal.
Check. Go.
McCaffrey.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Hold the ready. Here we go. Shaq. Ready.
Again, here's McCaffrey. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Shut up. Come 19. Come 19. Hut.
Now to throw. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers jump in front late. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Great.
Here he is to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Tight. Track at 60. Hup.
He'll look to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. And it's going to be second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles take possession of the football.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football. You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
That's coming. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard-fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
They're out and set. First and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 Lion. 18 Pioneer. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Fits it through the middle. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. A play fake now Hurts to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And it sets up second down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing off the play fake here. is made down the right sideline. And he gets this forward to the 19. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Hey, Silver. 63.
Hurts now from the gun. Able to get it to Barkley. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
That one intended for Jahan Dotson. And now they face second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Hurts throwing again. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Hey, 73.
On third down, it's Hurts. Oh, big interception here. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Trap 60, 79 Bronco, 18 Rattler. Check go.
Now he gets a shot here in overtime. He's got Ayuk on that slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Warriors 70 Raiders, Buffalo 18.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready?
First down throw by Purdy. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game. Okay, now both sides have had a shot, Brock. Neither offense offense could get the job done. Looks like it'll be one of these defenses that wins them this one in overtime.
Yeah, give these crews defensively some credit here. It's hard to play defense in overtime, but both deliver, and now which offense, Kate, can go and capitalize and finish this game?
And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Chased out to his right. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
This entire contest rests on his next kick. From the left hash, 54 yards out. Doesn't look like it has the leg, and it falls well short of the posts. And we're going to keep playing on in OT.
They sure gave him a chance, Kate. They went for the field goal that could have won the game. Safe to say, and this is the hard part about it being a kicker, is that image is going to flash through his head for a long time. But for now, we play on. Let's go.
Pretty throwing here on first. Cut by Jennings. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. San Francisco calls it second timeout. First and 10 from the 41. Man in motion here.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Purdy on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hut, hut.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Forced out to his right. He sends this one to the end. They connect on the deep shot. And he pulls it in. That's a touchdown and ends this game. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it